The topic that we're going to be discussing is the theories of current alcohol use. In doing so, we're going to be visiting some of the theories that were developed by Sigmund Freud, Horton, Wheel, and McClelland. In talking about Sigmund Freud's theory in explaining current use of alcohol, we're going to look at the anxiety theory. Freud said that alcohol use was used to relieve stress. So in dealing with stress, people, rather than deal with it through coping skills and healthier mechanisms, people gravitated to alcohol to reduce the stress. In contrary, when we're talking about anxiety, we have to look at what Horton stated, in that anxiety relief was caused in an unstable environment. Individuals that grew up, let's say, for example, in high-risk areas where a lot of criminality was prevalent, maybe perhaps poverty, to reduce anxiety, Horton explained that people used alcohol to reduce the anxiety as well as cope with anxiety. McClelland, on the other hand, stated that individuals use alcohol in certain social or altruistic environments, as well as an empowering situation, a personal power. He said that one ends up using alcohol for a feeling of power over one's environment. So we have two branches of McClelland's theory, in that people use alcohol within a social environment and within a personal environment, or personal motives. Lastly, we look at Wheel when he's talking about using alcohol for a larger experience. It's quite the psychedelic era terminology used, and Wheel's theory came out in the 1960s when he's saying that individuals wanted to use alcohol for a larger experience. They wanted to, just let everything go and just feel whatever happens. It's quite a no boundaries per se. So when we're looking at some of these theories, we have to look at a couple of things. We have to look at myths, and we have to look at the reality of what is. So many a times we hear the myth that, well, alcohol causes me to get warm in cold environments. Alcohol makes me feel sexier. Alcohol makes me feel manlier. I drive better, or I function better when I drink. Well, contrary, the reality is that the only reason why individuals feel like alcohol warms their body up is because of the burn going down your throat. And actually, alcohol is a vasodilator, which means that there's a cooling. It's the opposite. It's a cooling effect on the body. It doesn't warm the body. The perception is that it does warm your body because of the burning sensation that goes when alcohol goes down your throat. So in regards to better functioning and feeling manlier and feeling womanlier, we have to look at some of the inhibitions that are lessened under the influence of alcohol. Now, we're not here to self-disclose in any way, but I would imagine that each of us who have drank to the point of intoxication can revisit some of those regrettable moments where our inhibitions have been lessened, and some situations may have gotten you into trouble.